Part of being a peaceful savage is finding what drives you, what absolutely motivates you, and then dominating that aspect of your life. You have to consistently try to figure out what's driving you, because the second you think you have it figured out, there's a life-changing event and what drives you completely changes. Let me show you what I mean. So this is not something that you will one day have an aha moment and then from that day forward, always and forever know what motivates you. It just doesn't work like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody has their constants and most people have similar constants, right? God, family, country. When we look at our why as a whole, a lot of times our whys lead back to those constants, God, family, and country. But a massive shift in mentality and in thought will happen several times throughout your life. I'm going to give you an example using my own experiences. So from the ages of 11 to 19 years old, I wanted to be the baddest martial artist that ever walked, right? If I wasn't training, I was sleeping, dreaming about training. I was completely and utterly dedicated, obsessed to the craft, whatever word is you want to use. And because of that, I saw great success in it. I absolutely enjoyed it. I absolutely loved every minute of it. But I had a change in thought, a change in mentality when I joined the police academy. So I joined the police academy, and although martial arts was still there, I still enjoyed it. I still loved it. It still helped me. It wasn't what motivated me anymore, right? My motivation shifted, and now I wanted to graduate, get a conditional offer of employment from a sheriff's office, and become the very best cop that I can. Right, that was my number one goal. That's what motivated me. That's why I woke up super early. That's why I was willing to be pepper sprayed. That's why I was willing to go through all the nonsense, is because that is what motivated me. So fast forward, I graduate, I become a deputy sheriff. I had an incredible time doing it. I put a lot of effort into being as good of a cop as I could. And then a few years later, I decide that I want to work undercover narcotics. Right? And I start really driving towards that goal. I start building really strong cases, becoming the very best detective I want to be, that I can be, was my number one goal. And that's what motivated me. So I did it, right? And I really enjoyed it. I became a detective. I worked robberies, narcotics, street level crimes. I really enjoyed it. And I was constantly thinking of creative ways on how to catch the bad guy, right? Genuinely loved it. Then I go back to patrol after a few years, and I take a call for service. I won't go into detail about what the call was, but I take a call for service and I meet a lady who says something and sparks the entrepreneurial spirit inside of me. And I just instantly have this burning desire to create, to become, to own my own business, to carve my own path. So a month later, I end up quitting my career. And now, I transition to wanting to be the next Elon Musk, right? There's nothing wrong with this though. I was not giving up on any of these. I was hitting the goals, I was crushing them, I was accomplishing what I wanted to do, and I was moving on. But at every single stage of the process, I thought this is it. This is what motivates me. At the time it was, but it was only for a season. So the question is not what motivates me as in for good, because if that's the case, you'll have to only look at constants. And like I said, for most people, they'll all be the same or at least very similar. They're going to be God and religion, family and friends, and love of country. So outside of constants, really think what motivates you. I would suggest looking at what interests you the most right now. What keeps you up at night on Google? What are you constantly YouTube researching, right? You can turn almost any hobby into six figures quite easily with the right direction. I hope this brought you clarity. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. All right, guys, till next time, stay savage.